Did I mess up by asking my sister-in-law about her 13-year-old daughter's period? Okay, here is the thing. My niece F13 slept over my house. After she left, I went to change the bedsheets where she slept and I saw a large area of blood. Now it's large. I get that periods can be heavy. But this was a 12 inches wide circular stain that penetrated deep into many layers of sheets and mattress. No big deal. I get this happens. But I was just kind of concerned about the amount. I also noticed blood on our bathroom floor and mats and on the toilet seat, as well as heavy soaked toilet paper in the trash can. I had to let her mom know that there was a lot of blood. And to make sure her daughter is okay. I mentioned it could be a heavy period but thought I would let her know. Anyway, her mom, my sister-in-law, ghosted me and hasn't talked to me since. I feel super awkward now, like did I overstep or cross a boundary or something? I would want to know as a mom. But I guess she found it weird. Editing to add: I am a female 32-year-old. I get periods. I have never seen so much blood. Overnight? I get some people get heavier ones, but in general isn't only 3-6 tablespoons of blood during the whole duration? This was like a pitcher or blood. Looked like a crime scene. I freaked out a little. Update: wow, I certainly did not anticipate I would get so many comments, advice and concerns. Thank you ladies so much. I texted my sil again saying the mess didn't bother me at all and I had just been concerned about the amount of blood and that if it's just indeed a period I will be sure to have feminine products available next time she comes over. She responded apologizing profusely for the mess and explaining that her daughter has a heavy flow and that she was too embarrassed to let me know and ask for a pad. I reassured her again the mess was no biggie and I'll have pads and stuff available next time. I feel much better now. Thank you all so much. I'm guessing that she has not discussed it with her daughter and is avoiding the whole thing. You were concerned with her health after she stayed with you. That's not weird. And the way you said it seemed to convey that and didn't seem judgmental or invasive. Some people get weird around this stuff, so maybe try another approach. This is a her thing, not a you thing. She may have some internalized shame around periods, or she may be taking what you said as an insult to her parenting. Like you know more about her daughter than she does. Again. This is a her thing. Who knows? Only she does. You can either wait for it to blow over, try to talk to your sibling that they're married to, or call and leave her a voicemail asking if everything is all right. The voicemail might seem awkward, but she'll at least be able to hear your tone of voice. It's possible she hasn't told her mother yet and doesn't have the products info she needed. I don't think I ever told my mom about my period. We just didn't talk about those things. Soak toilet paper in the trash can? Were there any period products? I get that they're irregular at this age and she might have forgotten to bring stuff. Or this might have been her first period even. But otherwise that detail concerns me as to how much she knows about, has access to period products. I was a heavy flow person and didn't know it. I thought it was normal. And you may find that your sister-in-law and her daughter are the same and are now realizing that that might not be usual. I hope it resolves soon. You've done the right thing. I mean, my period is definitely a lot more than 3-6 tablespoons during the whole 5-6 days I bleed. But what you described sounds really excessive and concerning. As a mom, I would 100 want to know. I hope your niece's mom takes it seriously. I don't think you did anything wrong if it seemed concerning. And you didn't intentionally word it in a way that made her feel shamed or something. Some people are really oversensitive about someone else bringing up issues with their children. Maybe she jumped to the outlandish conclusion that you were critiquing her parenting or trying to parent her child? Tough to say. If she won't respond, can you meet her in person and attempt to clear it up? 3-6 tablespoons? Over the whole duration? Must be nice I would get that much in an hour sometimes. Maybe your neoche has endometriosis. My periods are this messy. I'm anemic and have weird clotting too. So sometimes my bath water gets a bit discolored from the blood. I know. Sickening. And yes, I go to a doctor regularly and get pap smears every year. You didn't mess up. You were rightly concerned. Maybe her daughter was too embarrassed and mom doesn't know how to talk about it either. Don't overthink it. If your niece is still alive and thriving, I wouldn't think too much about it. If she approaches you by herself about this topic, be open to whatever she has to say. You definitely did the right thing. I wish someone had been that concerned about my menstrual health at that age. Maybe talk to your niece directly? Let her know that heavy bleeding can sometimes be normal. But if it goes on, she needs to talk to a doctor about it. I suffered for 15 years thinking my periods were normal and that other people just handled periods better than I did. Can we please stop trying to turn the blame on ourselves for one fucking nanosecond? How can you possibly look at this situation and question yourself or your judgment? You had a health concern for a child and you reported that to her parent. Like holy shit, we are all so damaged that someone else's bonkers reaction can possibly make us question ourselves. I'm so fucking sick of what society has done to us women. Sorry, but this post put me over the edge. How do we stop these reactions in ourselves? I do it too. Damn, that's a lot of blood. I would have freaked out too. Maybe your sister-in-law is just embarrassed? But hey, at least you let her know in case something was wrong with the niece. Don't sweat it too much, sis. This sounds like someone hasn't explained anything about them to the daughter here, and I feel for her hard. Wow, I would be super concerned if I saw that, and I would definitely ask about it. I probably would have brought my sister in to see the mess. That can make a girl anemic. Oof, I really felt this story. She probably wasn't expecting it and felt too embarrassed to say anything. Personal story time. My second period came out of nowhere and was an absolute crime scene. I was on a ski trip with school and didn't know what to do other than just keep stuffing a load of toilet paper in my pants. In hindsight, I could have just asked someone for a pad or tampon. But I was still new to periods and was ashamed about the whole thing. That's even with having a very supportive mom. There is a possibility that it was just a period and could have been a miscarriage or something else health related. I don't want to be scaremongering, but also abuse related. I get heavy periods, but that does sound like a lot. Potentially mom talked to daughter about it. And it was a conversation she wasn't ready to relay? Maybe you could message her again that you are concerned about your niece. I hope and bet I am completely wrong and mom just forgot to reply and your niece just had a very heavy period XX. As someone who had similar experiences with my period when I was 12, I wish I had external help. I wish someone told my mom it wasn't normal. I felt like I was dying and was told it was normal. It wasn't. You didn't mess up. I hope she gets help. How long is long in terms of ghosting? Has it only been like 24 hours? Or are we talking like a week? If it's only been 24 hours, then maybe she had a miscarriage and they are working through it as a family. Took her to a doc, etc., where she's been so focused on the child she forgot to update sister in law.